That's what we're looking at this morning. Not much hope for visibility. Here's a sign. We're going that way. We're going to follow the cairns because there ain't much else to see on this hike. So here we go up to Mount Washington. Area ahead has the worst weather in America. Many have died there from exposure. Even in the summer. Turn back now if the weather is bad. August. 5,300 feet. We're going up to 62. So we get about 900 elevation left. Basically, it's just following the rock cairns. Because there's no real markers out here. There's no blazes. Just the cairns right there. So we go from one to the other. And eventually we'll be at the top of Mount Washington in a hunk of goo. I put a fleece on today. Really didn't need it, but I figured with the wind, I might take it off, but I think it's like 50 degrees out, but it is windy, as you probably can hear. But as you can see, nothing. Nothing around me. And after looking at that yellow sign down below, it's pretty creepy. But this is something right in front of me. And kind of lost the cairns, but this must be good. These things. Then I'm going to go down into the museum down below and probably take some shots. This is a list of casualties of Mount Washington in the presidential range, and you can see there's a couple of entries from 2019.
The construction of the Mount Washington carrier, as well as the completion of the Cog Railway.
160, 161, and 162 are all in 2019. Nobody in 2018. 07, 22 August, we have a little break. It's kind of crazy out here. The sun's trying to pop out periodically. 1339, 22 August. That's some of a view. Lots of rock back there. We got a couple of ups left. And we're on one of them right now. I'm hiking with Jack, one step, and it's been treacherous coming down here. A little bit, because it's wet. This is the Madison Spring Hut that we stayed at last night, and we came down that way, you can't see, and we're heading up Madison, which is behind the hut, and then we'll be heading down to Pinkham Notch So it'll be an interesting and arduous day because it's pretty windy and cold. Sure enough, I pull the camera out and all the goo comes in. But we just came down off of Madison and we're eager to get into the tree line, which is 3/4 mile away or so. That's one step and jack up there by the sign. There's 10-4 over there. And me and 10-4 were just talking, and we were thinking that we had gusts going up Madison. Might have been about 50, 60 mile an hour. Yeah. It was a challenge, man.
A couple of them blew me over.
Yeah. We're still standing though.
Yeah.
And we're still going down. But we're going down, but it looks like we have to go up. We got an awesome view as we're continuing to make our way down from Madison. There's the auto road over there, and all the crap behind us. So we're making our way through these big boulder fields. This is all we've been in for days now. But we're gonna hit the tree line here, and I don't know, not too far. And we'll be back in some more less chaotic AT. And we're starting to see white blazes as well, in addition to the cairns. But wow, what a day. Okay, it seems like this ski area that's right out ahead of us there is Brenton Woods. Brenton Woods. There's the auto road going up to Mount Washington. And over in this direction, we're pretty sure that's the town of Gorham. And we should be seeing Pinkham Notch and Route 16. Okay, that's Pinkham Notch down below. Visitor Center. That ski area over there is Brenton Woods. That's the auto road once again. Route 16 coming out of Pinkham Notch. And that must be Gorham over there. Might be a correction on the ski area. I think that might be Wildcat Mountain we're looking at there. It's like a pretty good view of Madison that we came up and over. Pretty much following the ridgeline all the way across. Day is definitely improving, as you can see, every step we take. And we should be in the tree line in maybe a couple of tenths of a mile. We've seen water in quite a while, so now we need to figure out a way to go over it, going across this bridge. This stretch of trail is very unlike anything we've been on for days. It almost is reminiscent of what the AT used to look like before it was all those gigantic boulders. But it's a welcome respite after this morning's ascent of Madison in the 50, 60 mile an hour winds. It was pretty brutal. And even when we got up over the top, kind of continued for a while. But we get up and over, and then once we got the tree line, the weather changed dramatically. We got about 4.5 miles to go to Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire 16. And looks like we'll go to a hostel and do some slack packing tomorrow. More to follow. Notch 1.9.
Vancouver.
Awesome. Some information about what's happening with the trail. Here's a sign out front. I'm inside the Pinkham Notch Information Center. Here's some stuff about On the Mountain. And here's a bunch of the popular summertime routes. Information about essential clothing, dressing in layers, and then the hazards of winter. Some advice for day hiking. This is about avoiding hypothermia.